Is that a genuine target though? Like for you, like with this series you've got coming up, is that part of it?
It will. Yeah, I mean, I've got to final open qualifying once before. Probably, I think it must be about 8 years ago. And a really nice knock around West Lancs, shot 1 under. Got to final open qualifying. He was there, and a whole host of European Tour players that obviously weren't exempt were there, and it was a little bit overwhelmed. Not a little bit, massively overwhelming. Very out of place. Again, I look back at that, I was at a time where I still wasn't massively dedicating myself to the game. I kind of played well in the regionals, shot 1 under, won regionals, and then maybe the semi-shot. So I was like, oh, bloody hell, that was quite good. Turned up to the next phase, and you kind of realise that you're in amongst it. I'd love to get to that stage again, just because of where golf is now, especially with the live players. You're playing unbelievable. You're in unbelievable fields. So obviously, Finchy then played with, not with, but like he played. Did he play with Noren, or was he in another group?
I think he's one of the other groups.
He'll probably come. I think he come away from that. I think has a few things gone his way. He may not still made it, but he'd been 1 or 2 shots shy, which is really not a lot. But you've got another year to go again. So I think it's definitely an ambition. Realistic it is, but if you keep playing and practicing the way, if he keeps trending the way he's trending, he's got a good chance.
Yeah. There's part of you not wanting to qualify there. There's part of you not wanting to get there though. You know, to be the first one to get there.
I'd love it. I'd love him to, as long as he asked me to be caddy.
Okay, all right, I like it.
Gotta give me and Fryer a day each.
That'd be so good. I don't know if you'd be like helpful or a hindrance though on the day. That's the issue.
I'd be a help, Fryer be a hindrance, you'd be a pest.
I could see that.
So
I could see that. I think that's what was amazing about the Open, though, isn't it? The fact that anyone whose game is at a point where it's good enough to compete can have a shot at it, and at the end of the day, you are literally just, you know, you're not far away, which is magical.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? And that's why the dream will always be there. And you can never say never. You can put your realistic hat on and say probably not realistic, but you've got so many kids coming back from the States that are playing a +10 that they can get it round regionals in level par 1 under and get through, and then they've got half a chance at the next stage. But again, they're playing loads of golf. If we're playing loads of golf and we're a little bit more experienced with older heads, a little bit less pressure on ourselves, there's chances.
Yeah. So, links golf at the end of the day.
You never know.
Links golf is a different
links
beast.
Golf's a good leveler as well.
Yeah.
It is proper golf.
Yeah, I've got a mate who's he's like a 3 handicapper at the moment. I'm around sort of 9 or 10. And I was like, yeah, but I don't get to practice. You know, you can go and practice as much as you want. I was like, I said, I reckon I'd get to open qualifying before you. I just threw such a throwaway comment that I've now got to try and like back up, because he's slowly getting even better and better. And I'm just like, oh no, why did I say anything?
Set the challenge.
Exactly. Yeah, he's totally got the challenge. Do you think, talking of like the US stuff, obviously with the YouTube channel being more consistent over this past sort of like period of time, do you think with your setup the way it is, obviously having the kids and everything like that, do you think there's any scope there for like heading out to the US and doing some filming out there, or is that just something where you're like, that's not for me?
I'd love to. I'd love to. I sometimes do look at it, I cringe a little bit and go, you know what, some of the lads that are out there now that they're filming, they're all in their 20s and we're completely different. We're just on different paths. But I'd like to go out there. There's a few lads I'd like to go and film, like the Bryan brothers. I speak to them a little bit on socials and follow their journey. They're awesome. I'd happily go out there and let them kick my ass. But to be honest, like I say, we've got this travel business in Dubai, and we host 3 to 4 pro-ams each winter, generally January, February, and March. So I've always wanted to try and get out to the PGA show in January, but always seems to land on the same dates as Dubai. So again, you've got what's more important. So obviously I could try and get out to the States in the summer. That would be, summer for me is the quietest time of year, actually. So there's a potential. There's nothing been even spoken about yet, to be fair. Maybe when number 2 gets into school, when he's about 3 or 4, and then or preschool when he's 3 or 4, and then I can kind of justify it a little bit easier.